So welcome again. I hope everyone doing fine. Today we will discuss about how load balancer, specifically elastic load balancer provided by AWS works, and I will try to explain all those things with the help of Spring Boot application, deploying all those applications on AWS cloud. So get started with AWS portal. By the meantime, let's open that Eclipse. So I have already created two instances, EC2 instances, which I'm going to use now. But if you want to see that how to create this Linux instances and all, so you can check my earlier uploaded videos as well. So let me show you a diagram that I have already drawn to save some time. So I'm gonna explain you very briefly what is load balancer, specifically elastic load balancer. So suppose there are three instances like 1, 2, 3. So load balancer is a kind of thing. It automatically balance and distribute the request among three regions. So while creating that load balancer, I will show you like this instance is known as the target. Okay, so suppose that the instance 1 is a region A, instance 2 in a region B, and instance 3 in a region C. Okay, if any region due to some disaster or anything goes off or down, then it will manage that request to other it will try to distribute those requests to other instances. So this is how it increases the availability of your application, and also it increases the fault tolerance of your application. So this is what the elastic load balancer is. Okay, so there is one listener. We can add one or more listeners to our load balancer. So this listener actually listen to those instances. Okay, so this is also known as the health check. Okay, so we can configure this health check, like after how many times we consider this is a healthy instance or it is not a healthy instance. So this is the way. So there are four kinds of elastic load balancers, as you can see in the screen. Each and every load balancer have its own attributes. Okay, and one more thing is that there is one other thing. It is also known as cross-zone load balancing. Okay, you better check this thing in internet. I mean like in Amazon AWS docs. Okay, it's a vital thing. Okay, so just please check those things. And so that is all. Let me know if any confusion is there. So just ping me or give comment. I will get back to you as earlier as possible. Okay, so users hit the load balancer, and it just basically manage the request to route to different region of the instances. That is it. Just very easy concept, although. So just begin with Spring Boot application. So this is Java, and whatever you want, you choose. Okay, whatever version you want, you do. Let's import this file to our Eclipse workspace. We are importing this jar, but in the meantime let's do something with the AWS. First of all, we need to give a name so that we won't get confused later. So give a name like SP load and so basically these two instances that we are going to use, I have already installed OpenJDK over here. So these instances are capable to run applications. So if you want to see that how I have configured, so you can check my earlier uploaded videos. So today's topic is basically to show you that how to create a load balancer and how to route the request between them. So just make it a REST controller. Okay. It's so for the load balancer, I would say that you you can check the AWS docs, because a little bit theory is there behind this concept and all. Apart from this Spring Boot things and all, you just a small thing, not heavy anything. You can check all those things. Okay, so they have also provided some block diagrams and all. Okay, so let's print the IP of the server, why like the host where we are going to deploy. Definitely we are going to deploy those this application to those instances, EC2 instances. Okay, get localhost, get local address, this host address. So this will print like from where we are going, like the service IP where we have deployed. Let's check in our local first that it's working or not. Yes, it's working. So this is my IP. Okay, let's deploy this application to one of our instance. You probably aware about all these things. If not, then I would suggest you to check my earlier videos where I have explained everything about all these things. So if I do in this video as well, so this going to be longer. Okay, so that's why I'm just showing you the exact thing, like directly jumped whatever required. So let's deploy. So just I want to repeat once again, like if you have any kind of problem with the instance Linux instance creation, like what are the security group I have opened, this is the same service like I have created in a video, earlier uploaded video. What are the security group I have given, everything you can see from that video. So let's execute that new jar file that we have just created. Okay, so let's copy our application to another instance. Okay, so but we will make a change like one, so that we can clearly understand this thing, like how it is working. Like, so what I did, I I have created an application with high solution or grid. Okay, and another one is with welcome. Okay, so I deployed those two application in two different instance. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you all. So let's open a new window, a new tab. Okay, so let's check. Yes, so this is one instance. Okay, Okay, while you are doing, don't confuse with the two tabs like me. Okay, so let's start the another instance. Let's execute the application in another instance. Okay, so you see this is working. If you check minutely, you can see that the two IPs are different. Okay, also the URLs are different because these are the public DNS of different instances, AWS cloud instances. Okay, both are showing different. Now let's start with load balancing. Okay, so in the left hand side you will get a option for load balancer. We will go to create load balancer. These are the load balancers type. Here I will show you that starts with that classic load balancer. Just give a name, okay, like YouTube Spring Boot load balancer. Okay, so here are the protocols like with what you are going to hit to that load balancer. Here are the instance port you need to give. Okay, and the second tab you need to give set a rules for that protocols of that load balancer. Now this is where we do configure the listener activities like this, the health check. Okay, so what it is written like these are the intervals, these are the numbers of attempt after what the listener will consider this is a healthy or this instance is not healthy. So we need to choose the target. Okay, you see that one instance in US is 2A and one instance is in US is 2B region. So both two instances going to be accessed through two different region. Okay, so right now we have successfully created a load balancer. Okay, so this is the public DNS of the load balancer. Okay, the DNS name through which we are going to hit, we are going to access. So you will provide your clients or whoever the users this URL. Okay, not the instance URL. So it is not working. Reason is we have configured our instance in such a way like 2 attempt, after 3 attempts it will consider this our instances is healthy. Then after checking healthy only it will start working. So let's wait for some time. 0 of instances in service, not yet. Yes, health check is done. All your services are in service. Let's ping our, yes, it's working. So it is right now routed our request to one of our instances. We don't know. So right now just check with our grid controller. Okay, grid request. Now just do refresh with that reload button or F5, whatever you are comfortable. Okay. Yes. So I haven't changed the URL, but you see that it has routed to different instance. And keeping in this mind, these things happen automatically. So far AWS not allowed us to load that in how much load to this instance, how much load to this instance. So this is why it's known as elastic load balancing. Okay, so they have their own algorithms. Okay, so let me show you one more thing. Like let's shut down one service. So one is in service, one is in out service. Let's see, it's just changed to welcome to high. Like right now, how many times like you try for a long time, it will only route it your request to one instance only. So this is how it has increased your failure tolerance, okay, of your applications. So these are the regions you can check. I hope you understand everything.